Before we get into the video, we have to do a little bit of a history lesson. What are Simpsons comics, and when did Simpsons comics come out? The very first Simpsons comic came out in 1993. The series would last until 2018, spanning 25 years that these comic books would come out, spanning over 245 issues in the main series, with a ton of characters and spin-offs in their own comic books. These comic books were my all-time favorite growing up, because growing up, I loved the show so much, and when I found out that they had comic books at my local comic book shop, I was instantly hooked. Every time I would go into my local comic book store, I would always buy these comic books. I remember I would buy 3 to 4 every single time I went in there, and if I had some more money, I would buy even more. Here recently, I revisited my old comic book shop I used to go to growing up, and they hardly have any Simpsons comics. Probably because I bought them all when I was like 10 years old, but But now, let's revisit my childhood and all the Simpsons comics I had growing up. Some things I forgot to mention is that all the Simpsons comics were published by a group called Bongo. Bongo Comics would unfortunately be shutting down in October of 2018, with the Simpsons comics issue 245 being the last ever comic published by Bongo Comics. The Simpsons will always be a part of my childhood, no matter if it was the comics, the show, the merchandise, everything about the Simpsons I loved growing up. I know nowadays, comic book stores are becoming more rare to come by. I mean, kids nowadays, they don't read comic books, they don't go to the store. They're usually more invested in video games and consoles. I mean, it was the way back then too, but nowadays it's really popular. And most kids nowadays, they don't read books. They're usually on their iPad, phone, TV, you name it, and they're on it. Anything besides a book where you have to read, they're on it. I know I'm just ranting at this point, but you guys know the point. If you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe for more videos in the future. This is Moonpie Film Productions. I'm out.